So this is the secret Strangelet capsule and the outer steps on Mythic difficulty. Just going through, doing everything on Mythic. This was the only one that seemed to run into problems with my team. Because most Mythic stuff, even though you're super weak, you can just kind of hang back and play it safe, picking at the enemies. But this one is on a timer, so you have to do pretty considerable damage within the allotted time to be able to complete it. So this was the only one that was somewhat difficult, so just figured I would make a video on it because I had to do some different things with my classes, because the Ashen Wake Titan build doesn't cut it for this one, because the grenades rely on getting kills with it, and in Mythic content it's not always going to be able to kill enemies, even little red bar enemies, so needed something to do a little bit more damage output. I was able to get the two captains down to under a third health each with the solar, but I had to switch to Thundercrash here, so this is the class that I was using. Thundercrash with the aspects, recharge, focus, magnitude, shock. So running it with the Curus of the Falling Star. The artifact mods I got going on there, and the weapons as well, because Polaris Lance helps get your super back pretty quick, and then Curus of the Falling Star increases the Thundercrash damage, so high super stat for even more damage, because you need that high damage output. So I was able to kill both captains and then get the tank down to half health solo. So with the team, we were able to beat it with time left over. But it's a little weird because if you have both of the captains immune at the same time, like the Walker tank will despawn. So you just got to be careful not to get both captains down to where they're both immune at the same time. So I was doing Thundercrash and grenade damage to the guy closest to me on the right, and then I was just getting my super back with Polaris Lance on the guy on the left, while my teammates were doing damage down low and also running the Matter Spark to unimmune them. But yeah, that's the one problem with Thundercrash. You got to get in really close, and you're unable to move for a bit there too. There's a delay to being able to move out of the Thundercrash, and they can just do massive damage to you. So I died a couple times doing the Thundercrash because you can't get out of there, and then they just melt you pretty quick. So not really a fan of the Mythic content. It just makes you really, really weak. Do very little damage and then can die super fast. That's not really enjoyable to me. I mean, that's the only way Bungie really seems to know how to make a challenge, but not very enjoyable to do it that way. So I'd prefer a challenge to be more fun, something that requires skill, not just patience and finding safe spots to pick at enemies to do damage. That's really the only strategy, is to try to find a safe spot and then do damage and pick at the enemies slowly but surely. Yeah, died again there. But the Thundercrash with the Curus does massive damage, so it's worth even dying to get in there and get the damage up there. But yeah, I tried a couple other builds as well, different weapons. What's it? Is it the Strand? The Strand build with the Wishful Ignorance. So that one didn't work out too well. Like I said, the Ashen Wake build did okay. It got both captains under a third health each, but all I really had to do there was just take the mods off the armor from grenade to super to boost the super up, since the grenades weren't really doing a whole lot. So mostly on the super, but wasn't able to kill both, but was able to get it under a third. And then I tried a couple different weapon combinations as well, but that didn't work out too well. So let me know down in the comments if you guys found a better DPS method for Titans other than this class, or maybe certain weapon combinations that work better to get super back faster or to do massive damage as well. But yeah, I don't know if it's able to do solo on Titan. I've seen somebody do it on Warlock, but I don't know where that grenade went. I threw it and then turned to try to get away, but he was still in the throw and it took it with me. Yeah, pretty difficult to do solo. I don't know if you can do it on Titan, but let me know down in the comments if there is a class build and weapon combination that can do it on Titan. It was close with Thundercrash Curus with these weapons, so I was able to get the Walker tank down to half, but both fallen captains down dead, and then the walker down to half, just solo. You don't really have to worry about the other ads. You don't have to kill them. You just have to kill the two captains and then the walker. We were able to do it with like 40 seconds left. But it took a couple tries because, like I said, the tank despawned a couple times. Didn't really understand why, but it seems to be because both captains were immune at the same time. So, but yeah, if you're struggling with it, this specific one, definitely try out the Curious of the Falling Star with Thundercrash.